Welcome back. In today's video, we are going to be exploring the many ways you can make contact with your handpan. If you're new to this channel, my name is Sunni Holden, and if you like this sort of content, make sure to drop a like and hit subscribe. I'm aiming for 100,000 subscribers by the end of the year. I want to transform this studio to deliver you some more amazing content. I need you guys to be quiet, please. Let's dive in. Let's start off with the most common way to play. Using the pads of our fingers. Not the tip, I'll get to that soon, but the pads of our fingers, just on every note. Most people use this style to deliver a nice, clean and quality sound. It's like you're playing a hot potato. You want enough contact to be able to feel it, but you don't want to hold your finger there for too long, or getting burnt by the hot potato. In this instance, it's going to dampen the note, like this. And depending on the sound you want, I don't think you want that. Let me show you what this style of contact looks like. Before we continue, you can also do this with the side of your thumb. You'll see we're making very definitive contact with the instrument to deliver a clear and even tone. For this style of playing, these are the most common fingers we use. It suits both soft and meditative grooves and uplifting grooves. You'll see when I played that more uplifting groove, my song Oceans, I added some percussive play as well. This is called a crack. We use this part of our knuckle on our middle finger or index finger to basically give it a snare effect on the interstitial of the instrument. It combines really well with this finger pad style of playing. If you like, you can also swap a crack with a slap, which behaves the same like a snare, but just a different tone. It also suits this finger pad style of playing. Make sure to watch to the end, because in this video we're going to be exploring all of the ways you can make contact with this instrument. If you want to learn a little bit more about the methods I use and why, visit me at my members area, and you will be able to explore all the ways I like to play my instrument. I'll explain how I like to integrate these styles of playing and why. Let's explore the next way you can make contact with your instrument, and that is with the tip of your finger. This will make it more like a muffled style. You'll hear there's quite a different tonal quality between the pads of our fingers and the tips. This can be very useful in adding dynamics and variations in your playing. It brings a real percussive feel to your play. Now, as I was saying earlier, I have been told multiple times how I should be playing my instrument. I have been known to take a little bit of a shushy by when being told how to play my instrument. It's making me yawn just thinking about it. The greatest players all have a different approach to playing. Now trust me, you do not want to sound like that person, that person, that person, that. I encourage you, find your own style and run with it. Let's move on to the next style of playing, muting. Now, you'll notice this style of playing a lot when trying to add variations in your patterns, just like we did with tips, like this. Now, I've got to admit, I'm not the best at it. Muting is basically where you use the pad or tip of your finger and just hold it on. This stops the note from being sustained, and instead, it mutes it. There's a couple of percussive players that really embrace this really well. Now let's have a look at some percussive play. I have to admit, there is endless possibilities with this stuff. There's fists, obviously, cracks and slaps, and then there's this stuff. Ugh, I'll get there. Now let's have a look at some harmonics. Now a lot of people ask me, what was that thing you were doing on stage where you made a note that normally sounds like this sound like this? Well, this is a harmonic. What this means is you're basically placing your finger on one of the axes on a note very gently and playing it with your other hand, producing either the seventh or the octave up from that note. Octave up, seventh, I think. This can be used also to show some percussive ability in your playing. With harmonics comes with bending. This is where you can basically bend the note during the harmonic, which is where you're applying pressure with the hand that is making the harmonic. You can do this with all of your notes. Players will often do this at the end of their song too as an outro. For example, now this is where people start to go, huh? This here is the goo. You can also play this and use harmonics on it, and then do some really wacky stuff like this. This is all using the pads of our fingers or thumb. You can even use the tip. When we're looking at using the thumb, we use this area here, either just above or right on the knuckle, by the side of your thumb. Take note that you don't want to be hitting your handpan that hard that it makes your fingers hurt, as if you're a drummer. This is not meant to be a heavy contact sport. If you hit it too hard, it will sound something like this. It'll start to bend at the beginning of the note. And you don't want that. I'm sorry, handpan. Not to mention, hitting your instrument this hard does risk throwing it out of tune. That is not what you want. It'll sound like you're hitting a barbecue. Now, I'm not going to tell you how to play your instrument, but there is a sweet spot, so mess around, find that sweet spot that really suits your style of playing. If you want to get a little bit tricky, you can also flick. This is where you're basically just flicking the note. If you get this wrong though, your finger's gonna know about it. So I would recommend thinking about it before you do it. Now let's have a look at finger rolls. These are something that take a long time to get right. Even now, I'm still struggling on getting these perfected. I couldn't even get that out of my mouth, let alone play it. You can also do it reverse, from pinky to index, or index to pinky. You know what? The percussive players are particularly good at these techniques. Now this next trick belongs to players like Kabasha and Nadashana. I call this, I don't even know what I call it, but it goes a little something like this. You place your palm on the interstitial next to the note, rest one of your fingers on the tone field next to the dimple, basically just pull in, making that sound. My young hands aren't even big enough to perfect this. Now, don't be shy to experiment. Explore. Find what style suits you best. If you like more that meditative, chilled vibe, then look towards using the pads of your fingers and cracks for snares. If you like percussive play, maybe look to using more the tip of your fingers as well as the pads, and then using the pads of your fingers for slaps. By the way, if you would like to learn that beat, go check out my tutorial playlist. That's in there. Now, I hope you enjoyed this video and that it's helping you on your handpan journey. Feel free to comment any advice or questions you may have. Let me know what you would like to see next because we have more content coming your way. Thank you, and I'll see you in the next video.